In this video, I'm going to be going over my day one God squad in NBA 2K24 my team, just to show you guys my team, what it's looking like. You guys can maybe give me some suggestions that you want me to upgrade with my team, and I just want to get you guys a video going over my squad on day number one. And I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below what your guys team's looking like. What is your guys favorite card that you guys have been running with for the first day. I know a lot of people haven't had too much time to actually play the game if you're on US servers or on PS servers, so not able to really get too many cards. But just let me know what squad you guys are currently rocking in game, and maybe let me know some of your favorite cards. Want to see who you guys are liking and rocking that with. But at the starting point guard position, I would say for me, easily the best point guard on my squad, and that is going to be Amethyst Damian Lillard. And let's be honest, he's one of the best cards and one of the best PGs in the game right now. I would say number two, right behind Kyrie, 6'2" at the point guard position. He's an absolute beast offensively with a 93 ball, 90 mid-range. He can attack the basket a lot better than Kyrie, so that's for sure a upgrade over that Kyrie Irving card, who's an absolute demigod. If you guys want to go check out my gameplay on him that I posted yesterday. But yeah, the thing about Dame is he can actually attack the basket a lot better and get good dunking animations and can actually dunk the ball compared to Kyrie. So that's like the one upgrade over Dame. You know, Dame has over Kyrie. Now, ball handling wise, he isn't going to feel as fast and as smooth and as quick as Kyrie, because that's what Kyrie for sure has over Dame, is the speed, the ball handling, and the quickness is a massive difference. Like, Kyrie sigs and just moves 10 times better, you know, compared to a Damian Lillard card. Defensively, they're both not going to be great defenders, but especially Dame isn't a good defender. So I think, yes, he has some flaws. I mean, it's a day one point guard. He's not going to be extremely overpowered, but I think Dame is so amazing on offense. He can score the ball at a very high level, can drive to the basket, and I do think right now is one of the best cards in the game. So at the starting shooting guard position, this has become one of my favorite cards, you know, in the game as well, and that is this Ruby Desmond Bane. Just a very good all-around shooting guard that you can get for completely free by collecting 50 player cards. It might take you a little bit of grinding to get those 50 cards for free, or you could just buy them off the auction house to get Ruby Desmond Bane. I'll make a separate video going over that, but still, I think Bane is a really good free card. He's 6'5" at the shooting guard position. He's not going to do anything too spectacular for your squad. He's just got a pretty good jump shot, able to knock down threes. He can drive to the basket, and he's an okay defender all around. He's got an 80 perimeter. You take a look at his badges. He's got 9 on gold, which is really good, including Agent 3, Blinders, Catch and Shoot, Claymore, Green Machine, Mini Magician, Slippery Off Ball, Open Looks, and Spot Finder. So really good badges for a Ruby Desmond Bane card at this time of the year. And I think him in the backcourt with Dame is super solid, having a card that can also bring up the ball. He can also be a ball handler, but more of like a defensive and just spot up card, kind of playing a little bit of that 3-and-D role. Now at the small forward position, Lamar Odom I think is an absolute demigod. The fact that we have a 6'10" small forward with Lamar Odom's player model and just size and able to knock down threes, a 73 3 ball, but that release is super cash, really good in the catch and shoot, and he's just a card that can do everything. He's a pretty solid defender, maybe not stats and badges wise, but in game I would say he's a very solid defender in game. You know, can guard more of the bigs. He can even play the power forward position if you want to play him as a stretch 4. I know could work really well. I know a lot of people do that, and I might actually switch it up once I get some better small forwards. I might actually move Lamar Odom to my power forward position, because having him as a stretch 4, he can give you that defense, but also really quick at the power forward position. And right now in the game, the way to play defense against a lineup like mine is if I have Dennis Rodman or Giannis on the court, you can just completely help off them and just kind of stack and pack the paint, and then leaving that Giannis or Rodman, or if people have other power forwards and centers that can't shoot. That's how a lot of people are playing defense in unlimited and clutch time, but mainly the unlimited game mode. So that's why if you were to have like let's say for example you go a Iguodala, right, or a Glenn Rice, even a card that can shoot at the small forward position, let's just say for example Iguodala, and then now at power forward you go Lamar Odom to stretch out the floor, and then you have a center like mine in LaMarcus Aldridge. Now we got every single card on my starting lineup can knock down the 3 at a very high level. So once I get like a good backup small forward, and then I can kind of run this lineup, I most likely will and drop Giannis to the bench. Even though I think Giannis is really good and he's such a glitchy card, maybe I might run him at center. It's just overpowered to have every card be able to shoot on the court at the time, you know, at this time in the game. But the lineup I do run is going to look actually like this. I go Lamar Odom at small forward, I got the Ruby Giannis at the power forward position from that pro pass, and he is an absolute glitch ball. Yes, he can't shoot threes, you know, only having a well, he can shoot threes. Like, you can green a three with this card. I've done it multiple times. It's just not going to be a consistent jump shot and a consistent way of scoring, you know, with Giannis from the 3-point line. The wide open middies, I would say, are a lot easier to knock down, so he can knock down a mid-range, which is nice, but it's Giannis. We just know how glitchy he's going to be early game in my team. He's 7 foot this year, which is just going to make him even taller, and even more overpowered. We know he's such a good defender all around. He can block shots, he can wall up and play perfect paint defense. We know he's going to be extremely fast for a 7 foot tall card, and yeah, just all around a beast at the power forward position. And then to round up my starting lineup for my day one God Squad is going to be the Ruby LaMarcus Aldridge. I haven't really seen too many people running this card in game, but I absolutely love LaMarcus Aldridge. 6'11" at the power forward position, can also play center. I think he's a little bit better at center. He's not the fastest card in the game, but for me personally, I know it's a 62 3 ball. I think his jump shot is so knockdown. Like, I'm not even kidding on this lineup. I think he's like my second or third best 3-point shooter. Obviously Dame's number 1. After that, like, I feel like I'm more knockdown with LaMarcus Aldridge in a catch and shoot wide open 3 than even like a Desmond Bane or Lamar Odom. For some reason, I just really like LaMarcus Aldridge. I think he's a solid paint defender, nothing crazy, but can hold his own on the defensive end, but then provides that elite level floor spacing and able to knock down threes. So that's going to be my starting lineup. I think it's a really good starting lineup for, you know, the game only being out for a short period of time. Now, coming off the bench, I do like my bench. I definitely want to make some upgrades as we start getting into the Myteam mode, but Danny Ainge, my backup point guard, 6'5" at the point guard position, 82 3 ball, has a really knockdown jump shot. Yes, only a 40 driving dunk, and maybe isn't the greatest defender in the world, but he's got good size. He can knock down a 3. He's just a good kind of filler point guard for now. There's a lot of great point guards you can get from the Ruby lock-ins for the Series 1 collection, and I might do a couple of those. The only thing is that you have to lock in the MT, and those cards might get outdated somewhat fast, but right now, like a Darius Garland would be absolutely insane for my squad, or a Ruby Russell Westbrook, you know, from those Series 1 lock-ins. I might look to pick up one of those cards potentially to have as my backup point guard over Danny Ainge. But then at the backup shooting guard position, I'm still going with Kobe, but I think this Mike Miller card might low-key be better. Because Mike Miller, like, this card's an absolute bucket. Like, I'd recommend getting him for a lot of no money spent and just kind of budget ballers. I would definitely recommend Mike Miller, but I'm gonna go Kobe. He's just a lot more fun to use in my opinion. Really good at slashing to the rim, and I do think he's got a knockdown release. Backup small forward, like I said earlier, is Iguodala. 6'6" at the small forward position, but he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the game. Maybe not the best all-around defender. I would say maybe more like a Chris Webber or Giannis or those type of cards, but I think Iguodala just such a good perimeter defender, and with not too many locks in the game, I think it's really nice to have Iguodala. Backup power forward position, I do have Dennis Rodman. Like I said, what I'm trying to do is start Iguodala, start Lamar Odom, and then have Giannis as backup power forward, get rid of Dennis Rodman. Even though I think Rodman just impacts the game so nicely on the defensive end, he just can't shoot a 3 ball. So it's a little bit of a liability to have this card on your team. Now, defensively wise, he gets crazy block animations, he walls up perfectly, he's super quick and athletic. So I really like this card, but I kind of wish I took like a Joe Dumars or I took a Jerry West. Kind of made the wrong decision there, I'm not going to lie. I was thinking I wanted more bigs, and I think bigs are really important, but if I could have had Joe Dumars over Danny Ainge, I think it would have made, you know, my team probably a little bit better. And then for my backup center position, I'm going to go Kristaps. Once again, I might get that Ruby Joel Embiid card. I might look for a better center like a Chris Webber potentially to start, but for now, I think Kristaps is a really good backup center. I mean, when the game first came out on New Zealand time, for the first like couple hours, they didn't like change his speed, and he was like the fastest card in the game, but he was crazily overpowered. He's still amazing, but just not going to be that glitchy. And then for the last 3 spots, I just put 3 gold cards because I don't want it messing up my, you know, subs when I have to sub in the team. That's just why I do that. I know if I get an injury, I might be screwed a little bit, but there's nothing you can do really with injuries. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. This is going to be my day one God Squad. It's definitely a team that I could upgrade in about 10 seconds really easily and make a whole lot better of a team. Getting a Chris Webber potentially, you know, maybe going after like a Darius Garland or a Russ, maybe going after a Joel Embiid Ruby card, maybe a Paulo Banchero. I know a lot of people said he's a really good Ruby card, so there's definitely some upgrades I can make right away, but I'm still hesitant to spend my MT just with how with seeing how valuable MT is right now in the game. I think I'm gonna hold off, but let me know your guys' squad right now. Let me know what you guys think about my team. Yeah, I just want to go over my team on day number 1 in 2K24, my team. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.